guess I wanted to, you alluded to you joined just after the CRM started to be utilised within the business.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit more about processes you were doing beforehand or the challenges you were facing? I know you said you were sort of scaling up and getting more demand. How did that look, and then what's your journey been like since then? Over the last few years?
So when I joined, and even till probably just pre-COVID, there was enormous amounts of paperwork in the office. And over the years, we've tried to scale back, but trying to get people to change their processes was quite a tricky thing, my mum included. When I started to try and get everything paperless, she basically walked out of the business one day and sort of said, I can't work like this. This isn't how I've been doing it for 25 years. I said, well, it's kind of what needs to be done. We can't spend 5 minutes when a client picks up the phone, turning around and going, bear with me a second while I go and find your file. And it was literally go and find your file, go down to the filing room, dig out whichever date the quote was sent, filter through it, leaving the customer on hold for 5 minutes in order to try and find the relevant paperwork. As I say, it was a challenge to try and get people's attitudes to change. It really was. And I suppose what really, in my sort of naivety, when I joined the business, I didn't probably appreciate quite how many challenges there were running a small business. I'm sure there's small business owners here who have similar challenges, but I didn't appreciate quite how much of a challenge changing people's attitudes to their processes would actually be. And I think obviously the last 10 years there's been a lot of external challenges, the biggest one of which being COVID, obviously. And I was actually very fortunate. So a colleague of mine called Lauren came to me probably about 2016. And Lauren probably been in the business for that stage about 8 years. And very well trusted, great pair of hands. And kind of came in and said, Ben, can we have a chat? And usually that means one of three things, I guess. They want more money, they're leaving, or somebody's not very happy. And it turned out that Lauren came to me and said, well, I'm moving to Greece. I said, okay, right, well, see you later. She goes, no, but I want to carry on working for the business. And I said, well, that's great, but how do you intend to continue to work for the business from Athens? I said, well, I hope you don't mind. I've spoken to Enable, I've spoken to our other IT company, IDT, have kind of gone behind your back, and we've got everything set up so it's all remote. And I can work from my laptop from wherever. I can continue with the same job as it was, the phone systems, I can get that through on my mobile now. So we're gonna try and do that. And I said, okay, well, I'll give it a month before we go. This just isn't working. And thanks to Lauren, when Boris made his announcement, probably almost 4 years ago to the day, everybody had to stay at home. We already had a blueprint for how people could work from home. So we were incredibly lucky. But as a result of COVID, all the paperwork which was being passed around the office had to stop overnight. We had to find new ways of working and new ways of sharing that information amongst the team, and that really was the catalyst. And suddenly I had team members turning around to me for using a lot more efficiently, or using the CRM a lot more efficiently. I had a lot of team members at that time turning around to me going, well, maybe we should do this, and can we save this on there, and maybe if we just change this. These small little elements which made their job easier. And a lot of those things ultimately came organically from those changes came organically from the team. And, now I think from employees' perspective, they love it. They're obviously able to work from home. If they're getting a boiler redone, or plumbers coming in, they don't necessarily want to take a day's holiday to do that. They just need to be at home to let someone in. But having that flexibility as a result of COVID as a result of the CRM being in place, and COVID being the catalyst to using the CRM better, has really helped them in a lot of ways.